We want you to look like you are diamond.
I'm a king. Yes.
How can we have a country where all arms of the state are in trouble? We have a president who is in trouble with the law because of the Busasa money, who is in trouble with the law because of Pala Gate, because he violated his oath of office. That is a head of the state. That is a head of the executive. We now have the head of legislature, Nosiviwe Mapisa Ngakula, who is in trouble. The second arm of the state, called legislature, is led by a person who is in trouble with the law. She has been taking bribes after bribe, left, right, and center. Today, Parliament is led by a person who's troubled with the law. Another arm of the state is called judiciary, led by Zondo. Zondo said the ANC did a good job by electing Cyril Ramaphosa as a president of the ANC. Why should a judge comment about party politics? Because a judge must always be neutral. A judge must not be concerned about what is happening in the ANC. Now, that arm of the state is in trouble. All three arms of the state are in trouble because they are led by questionable characters. I told you, three arms of the state are in trouble. Now we must go and seek refuge under the office of the public protector. That office as well is captured and is collapsed. Since she was appointed the public protector, tell me one case which she dealt with successfully. Today, the public is without a protector because the person who's in the office of the public protector is not a public protector, it's a presidential protector. We want you to look like you are diamond. We want you to look like you are minerals. We want you to have farms, to do chicken farming, go to farming. We want you to breed cattle and support your own children. No child must go to school and graduate and not get a job. Why do you call people who went to school or they are unemployed graduate? That is a concept we must reject with the contempt it deserves, because no graduate must be called unemployed. A graduate is a graduate and must always be referred to with a respect. 6 months before you graduate, you must go for practicals of what you are doing in successful firms so that you get practical exposure before you finish. But you also know your future bosses. They also know their future employee. They are not looking at our CVs. They don't know how hardworking we are because they've concluded that South Africans are lazy. That's why we want to force you on them. You must go into a mining company if you're interested in mining and get practicals there so that they know you are not lazy, you just know your rights and you are not ready to accept nonsense. If you graduate and you don't get a job, it's not your problem. It must be a state problem. That the state took you to school. Now they don't know what to do with you. They must pay you for having taken you to school. Children must know that education pays. And it doesn't only pay because you become intellectually. It pays in terms of material terms. That's why we must make you to go to school, and school must be free. I want education to be fashionable. When I say free education, education does not only include school fees. They say to you, go to school, you don't have to pay school fees because you are poor. After they said you are poor, don't pay school fees, they say go and buy school uniform. How can I afford school uniform if I can't afford school fees? When do I become poor? Do I become poor during school fees and become rich during school uniform? Everything, education must be free of charge. A decolonized education. We want education that is going to make you love yourself. We don't want education that is going to make you worship white people. I do not worship a white man. I am not scared of any white man. I will never beg any white man. The white man will be treated the way he treats me. Why? My brain is liberated. My soul is liberated. I know even if I have nothing, but I have a dignity, and that dignity is the only thing I have, and I must defend that dignity with everything. Do not allow anyone to take your dignity away. I come from a poor family. I was born to an epileptic mother who was a domestic worker, worked in the kitchens, worked for the Indians. She was so poor that the poor even called her poor. She gave birth to me. Look at me now. I will never die because of I'm born in a poor family. My family circumstances will never determine my future. I might be born in a poor family. I will not die in a poor family. I take a stand now and say, I'm going to liberate my family. Why do you stop these people from giving birth? What if this child they are giving birth to today is the one who's going to change that family? That's why China is successful, because they have a quarter of the world population. Yet they are rich, we are poor, because we are small in number. They are threatened by black people multiplying themselves and taking their rightful place. Don't involve us in your stupidity. We don't give birth to fools. We give birth to visionary leaders who say, I'm born in an RDP house. I'm going to go to school and pass and build my mother a bigger house. I am here today not to liberate you, but to empower you to know that it is possible to live in a free land. It is now up to you. I came to see you. I came to speak to you. Even if I die tomorrow, I will die a happy man, because I told you the truth that is going to liberate the mind of an African child. I am not obsessed with becoming president of South Africa. I am obsessed with liberating an African mind one by one until the whole of Africa is liberated. You must love yourself. You can't love other people before you love yourself. When you look at me, you must see yourself. so that when the thought of hating me comes, you know that this is my mirror. An African child is a brother of mine, is a sister of mine. I will not allow the white man make me fight with my fellow African brothers and sisters.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I think I'm a king,